to Hot Boxing, presented by Car Crush, with hosts M-Dog Nightmare and Boner's Battlefield. Stay tuned and don't go nowhere, you dingus.
Check.
Check.
All right, we're ready.
Okay.
You want to start?
I guess so. Hi.
Oh, we're starting together.
Welcome to Hot Boxing. I'm Boner Battlefield, aka Mandy.
And I'm M-Dog Nightmare. Sometimes you can call me Emily.
Today we are interviewing Glynis. And if you don't know who she is, well, you're going to find out. So stay tuned.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, we're here with one of our greatest friends.
Wait, are we starting?
And world dominator, Glynis Olson. Yeah, I think this is a good place to start.
Oh,
World dominator. I'm world dominator.
Uh-huh.
I also wrote that about you too.
She did.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All around badass lady
Yep.
that we love.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So Glynis, would you like to tell us about
Well, tell our thousands of listeners.
yeah, our thousands
Our hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
yes,
Our millions.
a
of
little
two
bit
listeners.
about yourself.
Millions. Wow.
A little bit about yourself, like where you live and what you do and all that jazz.
I live out in the numbers, out there by the Glendevere Golf Course, in
Swanky.
deep northeast Portland, like, Gresham area, mostly. And I own a couple salons where we do the nails. That's called Finger Bang. And I have 2 adult sons that are amazing.
They're babes.
They are babes.
They're pretty cute. I mean,
They're cute.
that's creepy that we're saying it because
It's okay.
we're just saying good job.
Charles,
you did a great
Charles
job.
is dating my friend, so
She's got good genes.
Yeah, that's
Good
that's
genes.
what we mean to say. You have excellent genes.
Charles had some good jeans on today. They made me uncomfortable. I was like, "Wow, are those the jeans I got you for your birthday?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Oh God.
Shouldn't have done that. Anyways, you guys might want to come see his show
Oh
at
yeah.
the Twilight Cafe on
yeah.
March 30th.
All right.
Yeah,
And you're based in Portland, right?
I am based
Right.
in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, we're talking
All
about
right.
Portland, Oregon.
Yep.
yeah.
For those
just-
of you that don't know,
yeah. For our 5 million listeners that don't know.
I mean they're worldwide. So yeah,
We're very extensive right now.
yeah.
So our first really crazy question, the life affirming question
Okay.
is, what got you into classic cars, and any influences worth mentioning?
Wow. I mean, I guess I just always thought cars were cool, and my mom always whored around with dudes who had cool cars.
Yay for mom's
yeah, I know. I
boyfriends.
mean, I was like, "Hey, man, that car's cool. You're not. Please stay away from me." But yeah, just growing up in biker culture and car culture. So that since I was a kid, I liked them. And I always wanted like Mach 1 Mustang, and was unable to ever find one that was,
Worthy.
sort of me. I had really
Much
specific.
like mom's boyfriends.
Right. Yeah, I had specific parameters. I wanted the yellow one with the black rally stripes. I wanted all of it, and I wanted it to be perfect because I didn't really understand that getting that perfect car was really expensive. So, yeah. So, or I wanted a Riviera. And
Interesting.
I know, and it turns out, ladies, that I found one.
She's just skipping right through all these questions.
No, I answered only 2.
Yeah.
So,
One? I don't know.
So another pressing question we have: What was your first classic car, and can you tell us about it?
Well, I mean, I had that one Toyota Corolla that I learned how to drive.
Oh yeah, was that your first car?
Was
it-
well, I mean, yeah, I did not get a driver's license until I was 26 years old.
Whoa, why? Same with my mom.
I had driven when I was a kid out in Estacada. And I never had a license. And then I had like weird anxiety about driving and like in the city. And then I had a boyfriend named Butch, R.I.P.
Oh my
Butch.
gosh. That's a good name for a
and
boyfriend.
we worked together. He had a sick mullet.
That's a car name right
and
there.
He was like a Muay Thai guy, and he was actually training for a fight.
For Roadhouse.
Yes, his name was Dalton. But he was training for a fight, and he hadn't been drinking, and he left my house one night, and he was like it was a battle for the keys, and then he wound up getting in a fatal one-car accident on his way home at the Killingsworth, Alberta exit.
Oh, God.
And I was terrified to drive after that. I just like had a weird thing, and then it just wasn't really necessary, because I lived here and public transportation, and I walked everywhere.
The loser cruiser.
Right.
Yeah. Always a good story.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I had the kids, and I was like, ooh, we live out here in the sticks at my mom's house because we don't have shit because my husband's a loser. And I was like, wow, I really need to learn how to drive. So the first car that I had was like a 1984 Toyota Corolla.
Which is classic now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess that was my first classic car.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
You know, they are really cute.
Yeah.
So that leads us into the next question.
Yeah. Are there any cars that you really regret getting rid of, or crashing, or somebody stealing, or whatever? However your relationship ended.
Well, that car I definitely fucked up, and then like my ex-husband bought me a Ford Windstar minivan while I was the PTA Mom of the Century, and he actually wound up totaling that in a drunken stupor, but I guess Lupe was not my first classic car, because y'all remember when I had that bitchin' Camaro that I got? That fucking, like, it wasn't an IROC, but it should have been. It was that black, remember? It was like a black, it was like a 94.
Yeah,
and
I don't think I knew.
Yeah, you
that.
did.
Did I?
Absolutely.
Okay.
How did I
And
remember
yeah,
that Camaro?
and
I know the 90s Camaro, though.
Yeah.
I saw one at the classic car lot off of, like, Holgate. The fancy.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had a
yeah,
90s
yeah.
Camaro.
Yeah.
They had it was like an SS, but it was a 90s Camaro.
What, really?
Yeah. They're memory lane. Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
remember,
they're
that's
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
Look.
crazy because that place has really expensive cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
So, Baby Daddy sent me to the Brazers auto auction out there because we lived in Troutdale.
Okay.
And he sent me out there.
I've never been to an auto auction. I've
Oh my
always
God,
wanted to
it's
go.
so good. You have
Always
to go.
wanted
It's
to
so fun. And he sent me out there to get a car to drive the kids around in.
You get out of that, that's so amazing.
And,
You're like, from
and I was
minivan
like,
to-
I was like, oh my God, there's all these cars. Like, and then it pulled up. And they pull up on like lanes, and then you bid on them, and I got in the bidding war with this fucking like teen girl, and I was like, nah, bitch, no, that's my motherfucking car. Like, I was about that car, and it was a mess, and I knew it was, and I knew I was gonna get in so much trouble if I came home with it, so I bought it. And
Naturally.
and then as soon as I pulled, because it's out there. Do you know where it is? It's out in Troutdale, across from that Walmart superstore. Like, it's directly across.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And it's open. I think it's open like every second Friday to the public. Like, you should go out there sometime.
I want to.
It's
I've
so
always
much
wanted to.
fun. It's so good. And you get to, like, you walk the lot, and you can say that I didn't see that car. And then it came up, and I was like, oh, I'm going home.
You can't
with
like
that.
inspect them or anything.
No,
right? You just like you buy
no,
it.
you can pull a Carfax kind of thing, like, the report on it, and then so I pull out of the auction after I bought it. I pay cash for it.
What'd you pay?
It was like, it wasn't very much. It was like $1,200 or something like that. But so I pull out, and like when I'm going across the freeway, it just starts to smoke, and it is just like it's a mess. And it was a 2-door, and it was like and my kids, as big as my kids are,
they're very tall,
so tall, and they couldn't, like, one would have to sit in the front, and one would have to lay across the back seat.
God.
And he was so pissed. He was like, what did you do? And I was like, I found this car, bought it. And he was like, oh, man, he was so mad. And so I had to have all this work done on it.
Yeah.
But the neighbors were all like, girl, you look good in that car. And I was like,
Your kids look even better laying down in it.
right. And they loved it. But so, yeah, I had that. And I used to get pulled over probably once a week.
Was it just really loud, or you just going
No,
fast?
it was just, it
You're
looked
just
like
looking like
literally
a
like
badass.
there
Like
was
you had-
meth in the wheel
you had
wells.
drugs.
Like, it was like, it
Yeah,
was,
I know, just see giant
it
children.
was, yeah, it was the most like, it was the most white trash drug dealer car. It was so gnarly. And yeah, I had it for quite a while. And then Angelo and I were driving it on the 84 one day. I had given it to Amy Rose because I bought that Bronco. I had that like OJ Bronco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
yeah, it was a white Bronco. Yeah. And I loved that car too. And then the reason I didn't have that, it's a long story. We won't get into it here for legal reasons. And then Amy Rose had the Camaro. I was like, yeah, you can totally have it. And then I was like, oh girl, I need that car back. And so Angelo and I were driving it home one night, and it just totally took a shit on 84, like right before you get, like, when you're passing like the Washington's or the Mall 205 exit. And it just like died.
That seems like a perfect place for it to break down.
And we're stuck. And so we get out, we just leave it, and it's got like all kinds of things, so many things in it, incriminating things. And I'm just like, fuck it, we're walking. So we go and we go down Powell, and we walk to that Goodwill, and we call our friend, and they come pick us up. And then I tell my mom, like, oh, I don't know what happened. The Camaro is dead, and I don't have a car right now. And so Germaniac and my stepdad, Papa Jerry, are like, we'll buy you a car. And I was like, oh, cool. Can I choose? And they were like, no, absolutely not. So they bought me that Subaru Forester. You remember that green Forester that I drove?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And then I met John Stewart, and I had pulled up to meet Cheese Bread one day. Like, he had never seen me driving. And we'd been friends for a while, and I pull up in that Forester in front of Meat Cheese Bread, and he fell out. He laughed so hard. He is like, seriously? Like, that's your car? And I was like, yeah, it is. So he totally shamed me.
That's
Anyways,
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
John could. John's
Yeah,
allowed to
well,
say,
I mean,
always
yeah,
has
no, he
rad
totally
cars.
is. But I was just like, oh, it is. I gotta fix this. But yeah, so
All right. So that was a rad story. We love that.
was it?
Yes.
Sorry,
No,
it
that
was
was a good
wrong.
No, it was
Nope.
awesome. I love
Yeah.
it. I love that it
Forester.
broke down right next to Mall 205. Where it
Yeah,
belongs.
right, exactly, yeah. But then I got in trouble a couple years later. I got like a notice from the city that was like, dude, you owe us like $90 million
Oh my God,
for
really?
like
Oh,
towing
because
and
they
shit.
towed
Yeah.
it and
mhm.
had it in storage
And impounded
like,
it and everything, yeah.
Do you think the tow truck drivers took all the fun stuff out of there?
I bet they
Had a good
did. I
time?
bet they, and I had, so that was at the time, remember, I used to have like pom-poms in the back of my car all the time, and I had like that 4.5-pound dildo, and I had like handcuffs, and like all, like, I had like shit, like you could like
Like
do,
dead
like,
body
yeah,
was gonna
yeah,
be in there.
yeah, you could do like a whole like costume party out of the back of that car. Anyhow, yeah, somebody was like, some freak bitch on this, like, yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, what cars do you own right now, and can you tell us about them?
I have a 1972 Buick Riviera.
One of
Named
your
Lupe. Yeah, she's very sweet. We love her a lot. She is a moody bitch, and like she finally has her own studio apartment at my house. But when I parked her this winter in her studio apartment, I did not leave a window cracked.
Oh no.
And she
little
died.
moldy?
Well, no, she's not moldy because it's totally dry in there, but she died. Like there's that weird electrical drain, and so I can't get into her.
Glynis has shaved door handles.
Yes, there's no. She's on poppers, and then the hood release doesn't work. And John Stewart, shout out to John Stewart,
Yes.
and
Hi, John.
he's figured out a solution to fix it. But so I need to go. I was actually going to go to O'Reilly's tonight to get one of those, like, you know, like the blood pressure cuffs that you can expand the window, because I can pop the door handle from the inside, and then I'm just going to get a trickle charger and leave it on there, because I always forget. Like, it's totally my fault. It's not your fault, Lupe.
Nobody's mad.
that she's dead, because I could have just started her once a week, and I did for the first month, and then
You forget
You get
sometimes.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's snowing and you
Right.
can't drive her and you're
well,
just
and
like,
she's in the garage,
Yeah.
and you know I'm not going in the garage. So anyhow,
yeah, she forgets. What's the engine in that?
she's got a 455.
Yeah, she does. She's up and temple.
She eats starters and batteries and any other thing that you have that she can chew on. She will.
So you also have a Mercedes, right?
I do. I have a 2018 or 19. Is it 19? Yeah, 2019
gosh.
Mercedes GLC
Does she have a name?
350.
What's her name?
Her name's Lita.
Lita.
Yeah.
Why Lita?
Because, like, Lita Ford.
Oh, okay.
Because she's a cherry bomb. Because she's red.
She is red.
I guess I just have red cars. I guess that's my jam.
Why? Where did you come up with the name Lupe for old Lupe?
Because I don't know. Guadalupe? I don't know. Because she's the holy mother of everything.
I love that.
No. She's a good old girl, and all her problems are my fault.
Nah, they're hard. Having old cars is hard to take care
Well,
of.
yeah, and there's like there's a drain on the electrical system that no one can figure out. Like
Somewhere.
everyone's thought that they've figured it out, and then we had to get, like, you know, bigger starters. So she has a racing starter, and then we had to get like bigger battery. So she has the biggest battery. She has the biggest everything that you can have, and she's still a
yeah.
dick.
The biggest gas hole.
Right, yeah, she does, yeah, she is a big asshole, absolutely.
Yeah.
And everybody's on my dick right now because it's been so nice, and everybody's like, why aren't you driving Lupe? And I'm like, it's because she's dead
I'm
in the
not driving my
garage.
car either right now because she's dead too. So.
Is she? Okay, good. I feel better.
Do you have any plans for getting any other work done on Lupe, and what have you
what
done
have
so
you done?
far? So past to present to future.
I've done, I've lowered her 3 times. I've replaced the tires and the wheels. I get so much shit from all the lowrider dudes that we know because she has Foose wheels, and she's got fat tires, and all the dudes want me to make her like a super true lowrider.
I like how she is.
I like her
So do
stance,
I,
though.
but it feels good to me because when I got her, she was on 15s and she had 120 true spokes, and it was terrifying. Like, I lost control of her, like, because that car weighs 6,600 pounds. And
She's not
it's
fucking around.
no, and it's
Rear-wheel
like
drive.
it's like a boat. Like, it floats.
Yeah.
Like,
real
it's
floaty.
like it's no bullshit, and it's
Have you ever had to push her?
yes. When I first got her, I was going, like, when I was having all those problems, and like when her batteries were dying, the first 42 starters that she went through. She's actually, I went through, because when I was going to come do this, I counted, and since I purchased her, she has been through 8 starters.
Holy crap.
Damn,
She remember she would just chew them
Starter
up. I would
business.
I would get a starter, and 2 weeks later it would be like, no. And it would always be like out in front of Slow Bar or something, and I'd have to get her towed, and everybody would be pissed because, you know, that
They wanna
she
get
has to be towed on a
inside.
flatbed
Yeah.
because she's so low. But So she's been lowered 3 times since I got her. New tires, new wheels. The horn is that wolf whistle, and the engine has been rebuilt. Alternator, 8 starters.
Didn't you do the
Like
bumper, a custom
4
bumper?
batteries. I chromed the back bumper, and then I chromed and split the front bumpers. I replaced the side mirrors. Diego actually wants to paint a Guadalupe on her, and I'm super stoked about that. I think it'd be rad to do. Like I would like to get her painted because everyone else loves the color of her, but
What color would you paint her? Would you
oh,
keep her
I
red?
want it to be no. Like if I kept her red, it would be like a heavily metal flaked, like really deep red, not like that viper red that she is. That's the color that she is. And or I would do a super deep like metal flake green or purple or black. Like, but I would all need to be so sparkly.
So much,
So
flake
much
on
sparkle.
flake
So
on
many
flake on
unicorns.
flake.
Unicorn jizz
Yeah.
sparkles.
Right, but also like I've talked to Tony about it, and everyone thinks because she was so modified prior to me getting her, because she was completely juiced. She had 10 switches, there were 8 batteries, like, and I took all of it out because I mean I would have destroyed that car by now. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
so
like
many
I just
things.
there's no way. But she's super bondoed. Like, she looks good. She's a good looking woman from, you know,
She had some work done.
at a glance.
She's had some
but,
face work done.
but underneath it all, she's trash. Like she's not like, it's not like a solid, but it's a lot of bondo. Like the dude who I got her from had done a lot of work and not necessarily really well. So I'm actually considering, because like Tony told me, like it would cost so much to get it right.
Right.
But I might have a wrap done.
Okay.
That, you know,
interesting.
because
Yeah.
it seems like if I want to do it, then that would be the most cost effective way to do it. Because
So a wrap would be just like what, like
those
wrapping-
stickers.
Oh,
you know, like
like
the
not
full
painting
body,
it?
just like a full body wrap.
Because do you have do you have to stand? Does it like if you're to paint it like that bondo? Would that just
You have
show
to
up?
like strip it into like
Okay.
Fix all of that
everything.
body work.
Yeah.
I mean,
so.
you can not do that, but it'll just make the paint. Not,
But why? But
yeah.
why would you?
Why would
Why
you
would you
do that?
spend the money on a car
Exactly.
that big and not do
And
it
not do
right?
it right.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
like, if I'm gonna do
Agreed.
it, I think I'm gonna do it that way, because like really at the end of the day, I just literally had this conversation earlier today, and I think that I don't think I'll ever sell that car.
Yeah.
Because it's my dream car that I wanted, and the way I came across it and everything was so incredible, and
Yeah.
the story of her is really incredible. And
Can we go into that?
absolutely.
I'd like to
But
go,
I think that I'll get another car that is
But she's
worthy of all the money, but she's, you know, she's
Right.
got her little house, and she'll sit in there, and she'll be a well cared for little old lady. Like, I'll die with that car for sure.
Yeah.
So you probably will get another old.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like
yeah.
like. Are you gonna try like Jay Leno's garage unit, or are you just gonna have like 3 or 4?
No, I don't think that I'm ever going to be a Seinfeld or a Leno, but I could definitely see it. Like, I would love to have a van. I would love to have a truck. You know, I would love to have like a full on, like, no bullshit, balls out muscle car.
Oh yeah.
You know, like,
What kind of truck would you get? What kind of muscle car?
like, I don't even know. I would like to have like a step side truck, like, you know, like Diego's truck.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
truck is amazing. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's
All the
a
cars?
lot. I want all the cars. I want all the cars and all the dogs and all the horses
too.
and all the goats.
Hashtags
Things. Yeah.
Just
And I'll get
working
us a
towards-
boat. And I'll get us an RV.
Oh yeah, and you know what? The truck will match the boat.
Yeah.
And that shit will be glitter.
Yeah, hella
Yeah.
glitter. Everything will be glitter. Yeah.
So much sparkle.
Yeah.
I want to hear the story behind how you got Lupe.
So,
Or I mean, our listeners want to hear the story.
all
All
the
of them.
millions
All the
of
millions.
them. I had told some friends of mine that some dude friends that I was looking for a car, exactly the car that I was looking for. I was like, I wanted a 71 Riviera because I wanted that louver trunk, and I knew I didn't want a 73, like a 71 or 72. I don't like the 73 so much. And they were looking, and I had gotten super fucked up the night before. I was working at the Riverside, and I had like a bachelorette party to go to the next day, but it was like we were crafting shit for my friend's wedding. And I had the most brutal hangover of my life at that, like, you know, I've outdone myself now, but at that point it was so bad. And I was just like dying, putting these little like rice packet things or birdseed packets is what they were, like something together. And I'm not going to name the couple because they've since been divorced, but
You sacrificed your hangover too.
I know I did.
To the bird seeds.
So a friend of mine who found it shot me a text, and he was like, I found your car. It's on Craigslist. Look at it right now. Sent me the link, and I was like, oh my God. So I was like, that's literally it. Like, it is, that's my car. So I read it, and the guy says that he's selling his high school dream, and he goes into that this is not a first come first serve offer, and you need to be like super into lowriders or a classic car enthusiast. You need to have the ability to work on the car. Like, he had all these specifications, and then he said, do not call, like text, don't call. So I immediately call. And I'm like, okay, please don't ignore me because I'm a girl. And I like went into this whole thing because he kept saying, like, it was the ad was absolutely geared towards a man,
Right.
and it was like, you need to do this, and it was all in a very masculine language.
Right.
And I was like, please don't ignore me because I'm a girl. And I leave this big message, and then I reread the ad, and I'm like, fuck, it says don't call, it says text. So then I text, and I had a picture of the dude who'd found it. He had built out this car for his son, and it was super juiced, and I was like yard posed in front of it, and it was all like hopped up. And I sent the guy the picture, and I was like, my friends are right in your area. They can come look at it right now. Like, please don't sell the car until you give me a chance. Listen to my story. I will take care of the car. Please, 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 please. And so I had to trailer her out, but anyhow, I sent the dudes who had found it, I sent out there, they look at it, and they're like, buy the car. And I was like, okay. So then we went out the next day with the trailer, and we put her on, and the guy was amazing. His name is Pete Ogg, and OGG, and he is like an executive at like Papa
John's?
Yeah, Papa John's. And he had moved with the company. Like, he didn't make pizzas, but he was like upper management. Like, he worked for corporate or whatever. Right. And his wife, they had a kid or two, and his wife was done with Lupe. And so she was like, you cannot take this car anymore. And because they had trailered her across like 6 states or something. Right. Yeah. And he'd had it since high school.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. High school dream.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that he would get rid of it.
The taillight said Red Riv. Like, and I had it because it's so cheesy, but because it was cut out of like the taillight tape and like put in there, and the like switch box had like, it was like neon, and it had like lights, and so it had 10 switches. I was super into it, but then I was like, no, girl, take it out. But so we communicate, and I was super gracious, and then when I got out there, he had a little 72 Riviera Hot Wheel that he gave me, and the red bottles of tequila. Why can't I remember the brand? So like we did shots, and then loaded her up, and like we had a hug.
That must have been so sad for him.
He was bummed, but we keep in touch. We follow each other on social media, and like whenever he called her Red. And whenever I post anything about her, then he reposts it and, calls me her mom. And it's like, it's really cute.
With Jon Stewart with my old guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It so, that's how I found her. And I got her for $1,800. And which is good for that, because you rusted out. 72 Riviera.
Any
frame
car, any
shirt,
old cars nowadays. Crappy pieces of crap.
So I took her away, and that's where it all started.
That's where she started.
Yep, and it took, I think I'm, that's probably why I'll never sell her, because I'll never get the money back. I think I'm 20 grand in now, probably a little bit more. But I have every receipt that she's ever had. He gave me he kept all the records. So I have all the records from the past, and I have still my records for everything.
Right.
So
Yeah. You got to keep those things.
Yeah.
So speaking of all that stuff, where do you get your automotive stuff done? And do you have any breakdowns worth mentioning that are
besides the 94 Camaro?
Yeah, with Lupe, do you have
my God,
crazy stories? I don't know, when Emily and I broke down in my Chevelle the last time it broke down, we tried to push it with just us two, and we were like, nope, this thing ain't moving.
I was going. So right now I'm between shops because the people I got the electric work done down at A1 Electric down there.
They're good.
He sent me there.
Yeah.
They're amazing, and did a great job. But the people that had done a lot of her work. Diego knows, it was it was that same people, and so it was a kind of a gnarly situation at the end of the day, so I'm hey, if you're a decent mechanic,
we were gonna ask do you, being a woman, do you feel like it's hard to get honest opinions
Absolutely.
on restoration and body and
Absolutely.
even just mechanical work, you get taken advantage of
Absolutely.
a little bit,
Absolutely. And with the wheels and shit, those dudes would never give another dude shit about it the way they do me, and they always try and bully me into changing, and with a lower profile tire, and a different rim, and not just them, but other people, or the whole oh, it's cool that your boyfriend let you drive his car, or that's cool that your husband will let you take his car out, and I'm like, motherfucker, A, I'm single, and B, fuck you, this is my car. No.
Yeah,
nobody pays for this gas but me.
Do you have any advice for dealing with that kind of stuff, how to just
I say have a Jon Stewart or somebody like that. I don't
have someone that you can
I think that have somebody that if I'm having an issue, I always ask John first, and
me too.
And he'll come and take a look and then give me an opinion and send me somewhere. And if I'm going somewhere that I've not been before, I'll ask his opinion, or I think that sadly, being a female that has a car that is a classic car that you're not taken seriously, and it's nobody thinks, and I personally I fully admit that I don't work on my own car, and I'm not schooled at it.
But that doesn't mean you can't make.
I can
your
drive
own
the
fucking
fuck
decisions.
out of it, though.
Yeah, exactly. How many race car drivers or stunt drivers work on their car? I mean,
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
So have a reliable friend that you can look towards.
I think so. I think that have have someone that absolutely knows cars.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you don't, like...
Yeah, thank God we have a John Stewart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like
He's helped me through so much
Oh my God,
stuff.
so much. Yeah, I don't, you know, for so many things in life other than just cars.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like, where would you get a decent breakfast burrito if it weren't for John Stewart? Seriously.
Meat,
Right?
cheese, bread.
Meat, cheese,
Thanks for
bread,
making-
and beer.
Yeah, and thanks for making delicious food every Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. John Stewart.
Ooh, let's talk about that wolf whistle.
What about her?
Well, let's see. Why the wolf whistle? And can you tell us about any of the reactions people give you? Like, what's the... Can you paint a picture with your words?
First of all, for people who don't know what the wolf whistle is,
Oh, yeah.
I can't whistle.
We're gonna insert wolf whistle.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, because
good.
I do have a. I have a.
This is what it sounds like, you guys. Maybe. It sounds like silence.
Yeah,
It's buffering.
of course it is.
Maybe we're just gonna.
It's-
Okay, that's
Well,
that.
I mean that's weak.
But you're-
but
yeah.
Hers is way
We
better.
should actually
It's
just
way more
record. We
meatier.
should record. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's funny because it's a mixed bag of reactions. Like it depends. It depends on.
I've seen some really funny ones.
on
They're funny with
like. It's really cute if you're like driving past like a bus stop and there's like some people making out or whatever and you whistle at them, then they dig it. Or like if there's a dude and you drive past them, then they dig it. Or if it's like, you know, if you got a queen, walking down the street and you whistle at them, they're super stoked about it. But mostly if you whistle at chicks, then they're like, fuck you. So they're not super into it. But
Do they realize that it's a girl listening and they're like, okay,
no,
I'm
well,
cool.
no, like sometimes they do, and then you know they adjust the thing because I'm not a creepy dude, but I'm just a creepy chick. And
And then you have friends hanging out the window.
yeah. And there's usually like some, you know, like skull crushing metal or you know some Zeppelin or something. So Lupe is sexy as hell.
I think one of my favorite times that the wolf whistle was used is when we were at a red light and the oncoming traffic was they had a crosswalk and it was a whole gaggle of dudes with their shirts off on
Oh my
heavy.
God, I remember that.
Yeah,
Was so
and
good.
you wolf whistled and then they went past and high fived you.
Yeah, they were like
Every one of them.
high-fiving in the car.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
forgot
God.
about that.
And the
That
fact
was
that I
amazing.
didn't have that on
Right.
video,
Yeah.
I just
That
every
was a
day I
really
think
good
about
one.
it. And I
Oh my
question
God, I
my
forgot
life.
it. That's so good.
Yeah, it was so so
Oh,
hot.
that makes
Yeah.
it like joyful.
It
Yeah.
makes me want to get a cool
Yeah.
whistle
Yeah.
for my car.
Yeah, you need one, girl. You need one. Yeah.
Maxwell said one day, Maxwell's my older son, you guys. He's really cute and charming, but he also has a girlfriend, so don't even try. But we were driving somewhere and we were listening to White Zombie, and somebody pulled some stupid shit. And it's just a hard car to stop. You know? Like you got
just let it wait there.
Yeah, and I went to like honk the horn, and it was just like roo, and Max was like, "Yeah, you know, it's hard not to feel like a badass when you're in this car, and the whistle's really cool, but it's not hard, Mom."
No, when
It
you're
was
trying
like,
to tell someone to get out of the
yeah,
way,
it's like-
you're like,
and then
"Woo!"
you just like you hit it and just like do the rip. It's still,
Right.
it's like, no, girl. Like I would recommend if you're gonna get like a silly horn that you have the ability to
multiple.
toggle back
Yeah.
because I don't.
You have the ability to
Right.
like be like, get out of my way,
Yeah.
you jackass.
Right.
Not like, oh, you're hot. Thank God. Thank you for cutting me off.
Right, you got 6,600 pounds of American steel driving up your ass. Maybe don't jaywalk right now. I could be wrong.
I mean,
It's
hey.
a personal choice.
So driving that badass 60 million pounds of steel, what kind of lines are you getting? Do you got any good ones that people have like been like, hey?
Oh, God, people all the time. Like, I mean, you guys have been in. Like, it's like
many a time.
because she's so big and she's so red and
So
she's
red.
so loud. And it's just like, oh. And people always look, and there's always like thumbs up, or people are always like, you know, like air high fiving me, or like I don't know, they like cool car, you know, like stupid shit. People say stupid shit. Nobody says anything.
No one's like, would you like any Grey Poupon?
No, God, I wish. Or nobody offers me shots or anything, but like whenever you pull up, I mean, you know, like when you pull up in front of a bar at night and then there's a bunch of dudes outside drinking and it's a fucking dudes get so pissed that it's a girl who pulls up in that car and a bunch of bitches always like pour out because you can fit some people in her. We're just happy to have riders.
And they pull out in their Kia Soul.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah,
they're,
you're like
you know,
badass guy, and you're like, then they're
and
like,
you're like,
Prius.
my wiener just went inside itself.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's very emasculating for a lot of men when they see Lupe.
Not our problem.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck. How about that?
Especially when they see the guy riding in the passenger seat.
Right,
and they're
exactly.
like,
Yeah. And I'm like,
That's even better.
Let's talk about getting busted by the fuzz.
Like
Speeding
speeding tickets.
tickets or other things.
I mean, how in
much-
depth do you want me to go? Like, do you want me to be honest about the most terrifying time that I ever got pulled over? So before I had all the work done, before I got the new like tires on, and I had like, she was just like, I'd barely started driving her, and I was riding real dirty.
Right.
Real dirty one day, and I had been drinking at the Riverside, and I was of course just like brodying across the bridge, and there was all the bridge construction, and whoop whoop, and they pull me over, and I'm like, fuck, like, oh man, this is it. I'm going to jail. I'm staying there for like 10 years. Like, I'll see y'all on the flip side. And I had like Justin and some other, like this dude Corey with me or whatever, and they were just hammered. So I pull over, and the guy asked if I'd been drinking, and I was like, yeah, I've had a couple drinks. And he was like, okay, like, and he was like, look, I'm going to be honest. Like, he was like, you were totally over the speed limit. And my speedometer was broken. That was another thing I had, because the whole electrical, everything. And I was like, oh, like, I was like, it didn't say that I was over the speed limit. And I like totally got like super straight about it and really official. And he was like, okay, look, I'm going to write you a warning ticket. I really just wanted to pull you over and ask about the car. And I was just like, like, oh my God.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
What did he ask you about the car?
And he wanted to know, like, you know, what the engine was and like how long I'd had it and if that was the original interior. And that's, I've been pulled over maybe like a half a dozen times, and all like, I think 5 of them have been just the cop wanting to know about the car.
Right. I believe it. Yeah.
Which is super awesome. And also,
Well,
you're like,
kind of, and
fucking
terrifying.
terrifying.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Because you almost, I mean,
There goes my car.
I found out through you that it's illegal to do burnouts on the street.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Exhibition of power.
Excessive exhibition of speed.
All right, isn't there also like of power or something too?
And if they take your car, then you can't get it back.
Yeah.
Like you can't like that. Then you're done.
Right.
And then I found that out when I dropped that Sean kid off in front of Lovecraft that night. And he was like, "Please burn out." Like I want.
everybody
these
wants to
boys
see a goddamn
me."
burnout.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And I was like I killed those tires. It was probably like a $50 burnout. Yeah, like and then the cop was behind me in an SUV. It was like a totally unmarked, and he like lit me up, and I was hammered. Like I had no business driving at all. And yeah, it
And
was.
what did that cop say?
Warning.
Warning?
Warning.
Yeah.
Were you just like, I don't know how much power this has, I'm sorry.
I was like, he was like, what was that? And I was like, he asked me to like burn him off to impress this dude, and I did it.
He asked me to burn him off. That sounds really.
And
I'm always doing it to impress them, dude.
And
or myself.
yeah, right.
Well, I
And
don't
he,
know.
well, yeah, and it's really hard for me not to do it anymore.
It's
like,
just
it's
hard.
Like, yeah,
It's
because
so
it's
fun.
so But I could
so
like,
much fun. Have you
Wow.
had any really embarrassing ones? I've been in the car with you with some really awesome ones before. But have
there's
you ever
never-
had any that you're like,
that like you just a
"Oh,
fail.
yeah."
No, I totally have. And
Stall.
it's always if there's like, some dude that you're like,
Yeah.
"Mm,
You're like, oh,
yeah,
man."
once you get in this car, daddy, and then you're like, you're like, oh, never mind. I didn't mean to do that.
Just kidding.
Bye. Yeah.
I
But
think
yeah.
we tried to do it once and you stalled my car. Remember?
Oh yeah. I totally.
I've
Yeah,
never
yeah.
completely
I saw
stalled.
the fucking
but-
automatic. I think that's pretty badass. How the fuck do you even do that?
Yeah, I've never stalled, but I've definitely not gotten that smoky effect. But that smell though, like after you like really crush a burnout, and
Yeah,
then
like
it's
it.
just like
Oh, it
that
just smells like
rubber
rubber.
smell.
And you're like,
so
yeah.
good.
You're like, they smelled that for like 15
yeah,
minutes.
they were like,
they're
look at
remembering
that
me.
chick. Totally. Yeah.
Pheromones.
She just burned so much gas and
Yeah.
burnt all her tires
Yeah.
out. She's so
don't
rad.
give
Getting
a fuck.
$900 worth of tire on the street.
Oh my god, it's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah,
Oh
so
god.
good.
Okay. Whew. I feel like we covered a lot of these too.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, your absolute dream car is, you said,
Is
a
the Mach 1.
Well, yeah, or a 72 Riviera, or it's
Right,
like a
which
71,
you have right now,
but
yeah.
yeah, I have my dream car.
What are your 5 top albums you blast when
Ooh,
you're
yeah.
just feeling it? Do you have a 5 top albums? Or
I Cheap Trick live at Budokan, White Zombie, probably Astro Creep, Led Zeppelin 4, but that's 3 of them.
definitely have listened to some White Zombie in your
Yeah,
car.
like that's
And some
like,
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
Some Van
and
Halen.
I
Van
know you really
Halen,
love
yeah.
the Steve Miller Band.
Yeah, I love Steve Miller Band because Christine hates him.
And Coldplay. I'm just joking.
Coldplay. Yeah.
Really pump up the engine with that Coldplay and Steve
Yeah.
Miller.
Nothing gets them going like the Coldplay. But also Metallica, Kill 'Em All.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
4 Horsemen.
yep.
That's gotta be a good one. That's
Like,
on
I
the
wanna
list
bang
for
my
sure.
head right
Yeah, for
now.
sure.
You were at the first Car Crush block party.
I was.
In 2016, and you kind of swept it. You won 50% of the awards.
Woo!
What did you win?
I didn't win shit. Lupe won.
Well, yeah. Okay, sorry. Lupe won
Yeah,
50% of the awards.
Oh my god, what did I win?
Which was
I
2.
won it was like something about makeout.
Makeout machine.
Makeout machine, yeah. She's won some other present. It's hard for me to
Dope ride.
Dope ride, yeah. Dope ride. Makeout machine.
So have you had any awesome makeouts in that car? Or against the car?
I mean, I've had some experiences. in
How
the
many
car.
dry jacks have you given? I'm just joking.
Wait, what?
I'm not jacking your tires.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I know. I'm not gonna say I'm a lady, and ladies don't tell. But it's none of your motherfucking business, Mandy. Jesus. Trying to put me
That
on
hidden camera I
blast.
put in there begs to differ.
Oh, I thought that was for packages.
Literally 4 packages.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Do you have anyone in the car industry that you really look up to, like that you really like, or just someone that surrounds
haven't.
cars? I think that maybe we said Jon Stewart.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I mean, like all those guys, like I think that like all those dudes up at Tony's, and like John, and like all as much shit as they give me about how I ride my ride, they I think are really cool with the fact that I'm a chick who has a car. And I bought a car that needed a lot of work, and I put the time and the money into
Right.
the car, and I continue to do it, and I will continue to do it because
And it's your vision.
yeah, it is my vision, and this is what I love that car so fucking much. Like
There's tears coming right now.
it gives me so much joy, and I've had like a really shitty last couple of weeks, and literally. Like, there's been one thing every day that's made it so that I can't get her out of the garage and get her on the road. And I know that as soon as I do, it's therapy.
Yeah,
like,
no,
as
it
soon
is. I agree.
as I pull her out of the garage and roll the windows down and like, you
Yeah.
know, like I never in the Mercedes, I listen to podcasts and books all the time, and like whenever anybody
It's
gets
very
in
intellectual
whenever
car.
anybody gets into the car, I'm like, hold on, I just gotta pause this
I
podcast.
feel like I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Subaru,
Yeah.
podcast,
Yeah,
Chevelle, fucking metal,
yeah,
rap
and it's
music.
and it's like,
I mean, it makes you feel good. I broke up with a guy for that car, you know? You
yeah,
like that
yeah,
car, it's
absolutely. Like it's like
just go
I
fast.
have
friends, hair
playlists for that car.
Yeah.
Like we,
Yeah.
you know, going to Long Beach with,
Oh,
you know,
so
for
much fun.
the
I wish I could have gone.
that was so rad. Like it's so fun. She's so fun to drive, and she loves to drive. Like it's
Yeah.
she just it's so
Wants to
it's
go.
so like I don't know what it's like. The only person that I've let drive her since I've had her for anything more than a couple of blocks is Jon Stewart.
I was gonna say, yeah, Jon Stewart.
And
Did you?
I think
You
I backed her
drive
up
once?
once.
you
I
backed
think
her
I
up.
did
You
back her
did,
up
like
once.
when I worked down at
terrified.
Blow.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've
Got
driven
her
her.
back
I
I don't even make me remind who got out of that parking spot in San Francisco, Mandy.
Yeah, I'll remind you some other
It
things.
was me.
but
Well, you gotta
like,
break
I
some
think-
eggs to
I
make an
think you
omelet.
might- word, but like it's yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, she's your baby.
She's like you know, jet fueled
She's
Prozac.
like, yeah, she's like your lover.
Yeah.
She costs a lot of money.
She does.
She takes
She's
a
a
lot
pain
of
in the
work. But she makes you happy
Yeah, she
sometimes.
does. Yeah,
And
she
that's
gets
all
me
that
off.
matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
She's like a pure joy. owning your dream car.
Yeah.
To us, it's classic. I mean, to me,
Right.
it's
Like
older,
it's I don't give a
classic.
shit. Like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like
Yeah.
in this day and age with like everyone like trying to just get like cars that are super gas friendly and like, you know, it's like a thing of art, a thing of beauty. You know?
Yeah, and she is absolutely conspicuous consumption. You know, she
Yeah.
is not eco-friendly. She
Yeah,
is not.
no.
Like, you know.
Well, I mean, she's a used car, so you are
right.
recycling.
Yeah.
I mean
you know,
that.
and she's
I
still,
mean,
like,
yeah,
she's, you know.
yeah.
like-
We don't get me started on.
well,
yeah,
I mean,
new cars.
I'm just saying that, you know, like I don't.
It's just a different feeling.
not. It is, and it's. It feels good when you park hard.
Yeah.
It does,
Yeah,
you know,
that's a
like
good
it
answer.
does,
I like that.
and it like it feels good when you pull up and like all those houseless dudes down there by Slow Bar,
Yeah.
like girl, like we'll
You
watch
come-
her,
you just
like
come
you know,
running
but
over
yeah,
and
and then, like but like they won't let anybody fuck with her.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool with them and they're cool with her.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know, like and yeah, like it's. I'll never not have a classic car because
either.
to me it is just like it's such a connection to something that like I don't necessarily know how to like I don't have a name for or
Right.
but it just
It's
feels
visceral. It's-
so
yeah.
good. It is. It's totally
Yeah.
visceral and
Yeah.
it's like it's
Well, also,
mine.
I feel like
Yeah.
having a car like that too, just like it defies genders. Kind of, you can just be like, I'm not a woman, I'm not a man, I'm not any like.
I'm a badass in a
I'm not
car.
any
I'm a
gender.
badass-
I'm just a
yeah, badass
badass
with this
driving
giant car.
sweet
Yeah.
piece of machinery
Yeah.
that was made to rumble.
It was
Yeah.
a sweet
Yeah.
piece of machinery.
You know,
like you,
Yeah.
girl.
So,
All right.
So, do you have any
Oh,
last
yeah.
words or any like things that you would
Like, where can people find you? What should we shout
Like to
out?
say
Where
any
should we get our
shout-outs?
nails
Plug my
done?
pluggables.
what did you say?
www.fingerbangpdx.com.
Go there if your hands are greasy and gross and you want them looking purty.
Exactly.
And any shout outs to anyone in mind or?
I'm really proud of you guys. Like,
thanks. We're
this
proud
is
of you
really
too.
cool what you're doing, and keep on keeping on.
We're
Fucking
doing it.
girl
Keep it on,
power.
Keep it on.
All right,
Shout out to
then.
Paul Dillon for getting the
Yeah,
recording
thank you,
going
Paul Dillon.
after I broke my
And
computer.
Best community husband in the world,
Uh-huh.
other than Jon Stewart. This is we should just call this the Jon Stewart show. Jon Stewart Appreciation Hour.
Oh, you have no idea. He's helped me so much.
Oh man.
But I guess on that note, thank you so much, Glynis, for
Yeah.
taking time out of your insanely busy schedule. We love you to death.
Forever.
And to talk about car love, car boners, car jams.
Car jams. Hashtag car jams.
Have to have car jams with boners. And I think that concludes it, right?
We out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
That wraps up another episode of Hotboxing.
Now we're going to tell you about the 2019 Car Crush Block Party, which is our annual all-women's car show.
It's August 17th from 3 to 10 at 7700 Southeast Stark in the Montevilla Farmer Market.
That's in Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
We're going to have vendors, sexy cocktails from Tris. You can learn about cars. You can shake your booty.
And if you're interested in being in the car show, the guidelines are 89 or older and women-owned cars. Drive into our DMs. It's at CARKRUSH
At Car Crush.
which is Car Crush. And then you can follow me at Boner Battlefield. It's BONERBATTLEFIELD. I've forgotten how to spell my own thing.
And you can follow me. I'm at MDogNightmare. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us. Rate us. You know, whatever. We'll see you at the fucking block party.
Peace.